keep improving and keep getting better. So if you are not yet married, it's an opportunity for you to prepare ahead. I have met a lot of people. Okay, you're always texting on phone permanent whenever you are in church. What happened to you? Odongo, I notice you're always permanently texting, even when you're not. It's better for you to know more now, because each time I ask people what is the reason why you are fighting with your spouse, they tell me, if I knew I will not have married when I married, or I will not have married the person I married, or I will not have done this, or I will not have done that. So you begin to wonder, what kind of thing didn't they know? And I'm beginning to wonder, is it that pastors don't teach people how to handle their marriages and all that? By the grace of God, we'll soon we'll do the married and singles conference again in August. I'll be speaking on demystifying the 4 seasons of marriage. Whether you are single or married, you better come and learn. Demystifying the 4 seasons of marriage. Marriage has 4 seasons. If it's not demystified, you might find yourself permanently in one bad season and you never recover again until the marriage backs up. Demystifying the 4 seasons of marriage. Alright, this morning I'll be speaking on how to be a great spouse. Proverbs chapter 5 from verse 15 to 20. How to be a great spouse. Stanford, how to be a great spouse. Are you understanding me? How to be a great spouse. Proverbs chapter 5 from verse 15 to 20. The Bible says, drink waters out of your own cistern, and running waters out of your own well. Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of waters in the street. Let them be only thine own, and not strangers with thee. Let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of your youth. The Bible says, let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe. Let her breasts satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. Verse 20. And why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman, and embrace the bosom of a stranger? Blessed be the reading, the hearing, and the doing of God's word, in Jesus' name. Let's read the Message version and see what it says, how it puts it. you need to understand this teaching or this scripture so that you are satisfied with your marriage. I met a certain man, one of the nations I traveled to. He is not satisfied with his wife. He is always looking for prostitutes to augment. One stupid girl somewhere to add more. One mumu to carry on from where the wife stopped. No, it's because he does not understand the scripture. The Bible says, do you know the saying, drink from your own rain barrel, draw water from your own spring-fed well. The next verse. It's true, otherwise you may one day come home and find your barrel empty and your well polluted. The next verse. Your spring water is for you and you only, not to be passed around among strangers. Bless your fresh flowing fountain. Enjoy the wife you married as a young man. Lovely as an angel, beautiful as a rose. Don't ever quit taking delight in her body. Never take her love for granted. Why would you trade enduring intimacies for cheap thrills with a whore or a prostitute? For dalliance with a promiscuous stranger? Alright, can I have HCS BC? And that's very good. Say, drink water from your... No, I want the one that changes the word system. Give me another version of the Bible. I want the one that changes the word system, so that we can understand it. Alright, very good. It says, be faithful to your own wife and give your love to her alone. The next verse. Children that you have by other women will do you no good. Your children should grow up to help you, not strangers. So be happy with your wife and find your joy with the woman you married. Pretty and gracious as a dare, let her charms keep you happy. Let her surround you with her love. Son, why should you give your love to another woman? Why should you prefer the charms of another man's wife? Alright, is there any other version that... Okay, let's check Amplified. Say, drink water out of your own cistern of a pure marriage relationship, and fresh running waters out of your own well. Should your offspring be dispersed abroad as water brooks in the streets? Confine yourself to your own wife. Let your children be for you alone, and not the children of strangers with you. Let your fountain of human life be blessed with the rewards of fidelity, and rejoice in the wife of your youth. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe, tender, gentle, attractive. Let her bosom satisfy you at all times, and always be transported with delight in her love. Why should you, my son, be infatuated with a loose woman, embrace the bosom of an outsider, and go astray? Hallelujah. Alright, reading all these whole versions of the Bible began to make us understand that you are not supposed to run from one lady to the other, or from one man to the other, because also vice versa. You have to stick with the wife of your youth. You have to stick with the husband of your youth. Many times in life, other people begin to get attractive to you. You need discipline to caution yourself by this scripture to get back. See, if you think another woman or another man is finer than your own spouse, you need to now make your spouse look better than that person. If you think so. I have discovered that a woman is a woman. That's what I discovered in life. A tall woman is still a woman. Short one is still a woman. Far too. It's fine. Many ladies like that kind of man, because in fact, when it comes to church, the ushers will clear from the way and just sit anywhere you like. But when the guy is getting too fine like a woman and his face is well arranged, many ladies will be greeting him. Some will go and sit by his side. So the wife will start having inferiority complex. Have you also noticed that many times ladies that are not too fine, they get married very early? Ladies that are not too fine, they get married very easily. But ladies that are over fine, men run away from them, because the man knows he has crisis. As they are walking on the road, another one is greeting her. Somebody is helping to remove something that was not. Do not disperse your fountain everywhere. Do not disperse all that God has blessed you with, your semen. Dash everyone everywhere. Do not be a distributor, a fornicator, or an adulterer. Stick with what God has blessed you with. You say your children should not be a mixture. Your wife has 3 children. One is for another man, one is for another man. God does not approve of it from this scripture. I met a lady in Brazil. She has 4 children for 4 different men. 4 different men. She was in church when I met her, and she told me that I should pray for her to be married. Okay? So I looked at her and said, "Are you okay?" It was 2003. I was still very young then when I traveled to Brazil. So when she told me she wants to marry, I should pray for her to get a good husband. So I got angry immediately. Are you mad? You think this is a mux? The pastor that invited me told me to cool down, that this is Brazil. So what? Is Brazil hell? How come this woman looks like a married woman? He said, yes. She already has 4 children for 4 different men. I said, wonderful. You know, I just came from Nigeria. So in Nigeria, you don't do such things. 4 people will say, dustbin. They'll be calling all kinds of names. You can't even try it in Nigeria. I have 4 children for 4 men. There are places I enter. When you are walking on the street, there's another one. Different kind of names. There's one name they call them again. Yandagbe or Bodanyowa. That the lady is single. So men always sneak in to come and check her up. They have different names. When you are just passing, they'll be calling you different names. So even you will not live in a neighborhood for a long time because of the stain you have already carried in your life. So I got very angry and I said, what kind of nonsense is that? Madam, leave my front. I was laying hands on people. Then the pastor told me, take it easy. You don't even understand. She's telling you the truth. Others may not know the truth. In fact, she's living with a man now. And she doesn't like the man. So she's asking to pray for a better. So I became more careful. I remember the next day they came to church. She came with her daughters. I think she had 2 daughters and 2 boys. They came big boys. At least I'm older than maybe by 5 years only. They were big boys. They all showed up. The girls showed up. And they were playing with me, talking with me in the office. And she was calling me Famoso Eric. So I asked the pastor, what is the meaning of Famoso Eric? He said, famous Eric. Eh? What makes you famous? He said, they've been announcing that I was coming. So people were already charged and waiting for this Eric that is coming. So that was my first day of hearing Portuguese. So I studied in my head, Famoso Eric. They said, famous Eric. So they came to see me. So I told her, why are you running from men to men? Say, they are not good. They are all idiots. May your husband not be an idiot. May your wife also not be an idiot. In Jesus' name. Therefore, God is telling you, stick with your spouse. Let your fountain be blessed and rejoice she has or he has certain. Will not take nonsense with you. You will touch a witch one day and then they will pass demon into you. And so on and so forth. It's better for you to stick with your spouse. Now, everybody's body composition is different. Everybody's body composition. See, all of us are seated here now. There are some of you, your hands are very cold now. While some of your hands are warm inside this church now. Yes. Everybody's body composition is different. See, when you get married, your body gets acclimatized to your spouse. When you run to another person, the first thing you get is a disease. Not because the person may be sick, but because your body composition and her or his body composition is different from the one your body is used to. It has a way that God created it that it tunes to what it gets, what it is used to. When you distune it, trouble starts immediately. It makes the person vulnerable to diseases immediately. That is why the Bible says, stick with your own fountain. Stick with your own. People, a lady will just walk up to you and say, I'm pregnant. Who is your husband? Says one idiot. That's not my husband. He says, boy. Ah, wonderful. I've had a lot of that in the office. A lady was brought to me, pregnant by her auntie. They said I should pray for her. Why should I pray for her? So I asked her who impregnated. Say one guy like that. Say, okay, fine. Before I pray for you, I want to see the guy. So the next week she brought the guy. The guy came shaking like that. That all. He was shaking. He was afraid of me. He was shaking. He was shaking. So bros, how far now? Say it's fine. Why did you manifest as pregnant? The boy was shaking.